Hi,
Hello, this is Mer.
and this is Richie. Today we are going to show you an example of a test-driven development through Minesweeper Kata. In this process, we are going to use a red-green refactor cycle. So before anything else, let's discuss the process of the Minesweeper Kata. The input is a text file that contains this. We'll show you.
So first line would be, it is already the standard that the first line would contain our dimensions, and the next will be the first row of our grid. So let's explain that later on. Okay, so the first three there is the row. Next is the column, and by below is our grid, which contains 9 cells, and each cell has a value of either an asterisk or a dot. And if it is an asterisk, meaning it is a mine, and a dot will be solved later.
Right, Matt? So let's close this and save. Now, so first, we're going to make a test class for the Minesweeper game. Here. So we'll name this class Minesweeper Test. There, so we'll test.
So first you just have to do nothing. Oops.
Oops, we'll have to make a method.
Do nothing, just to test our test class if it works. If it works. Do nothing and but we have to
Okay, there.
and we have also to edit our configuration. So let's see, JUnit, and let's call this sweeper test. Sweeper test. Oh, sweeper test, and the name of our class, which is the Minesweeper test. There, the default is under it. Then okay. So let's run it. Let's see if we have a green here. And it's making there.
So I think we don't need this method anymore because we already proved
Our test class works. Oh, it's showing.
Yeah, so next we're gonna create a method called can create class to whatmer to
So that we will know that our class do exist. So our class will be Minesweeper.
ms is
Minesweeper. So we are in the red part, right? So we can see that there is a red in there. So just a simple solution to it. This is IntelliJ. So create class. It's okay. It's okay. And there. So let's see. There's no red. Next is we want that our test class will be independent.
yeah. So first let's create a method that will create a test file, right, Mer?
True.
Okay, so make a method again.
And I think we can name it create test file.
Create test file.
And then have a try catch.
Then let's have a try catch statement.
I think you lock it brace because it's using brace.
Alright. Here.
Let's try also. But You just put at the end. Oh yeah, it's okay. So for
So
our try, we need a file writer.
yeah, file writer.
File writer, and you should name it test
Should
file.
name it test file. And then
New file writer, which will pass a or contains our.
file. So what are we going to name our file?
Wait, it's okay with test.
Yeah, so test.txt.
So this file will be our input file, or so. We just name it test.txt.
Okay.
Next is we get buffered writer. This
Buffer.
will enable us to write our test.txt.
So let's have a buffered writer.
So there we need to have a just I'll enter it. Oops. I'll enter and there. So we will name it as input because this will serve as our input file. It's a new buffer writer there and pass our test file.
Yeah, test file.
Next is we're going to write our sample.
Yeah, so let's write our sample input here. And you just use what, 3x3?
Yes, a 3x3 because we have we have a different approach in writing our Minesweeper kata. We
Yeah.
want that on our test, we want that our 8 neighbors will exist. So
Yeah. So next, input new line.
just to make a new line and then input that right. So we will write our grid.
Yeah. So what do you write? Mer?
So as just an asterisk dot dot
This is just
then backslash n just for I think it's inside inside the apostrophe.
oh, and let's just make it another line again. Oops, I'm sorry.
There backslash n then plus
And then
just copy it the above you can copy it. Right. And then another one. So next is we are going to close it, I think.
yeah.
What's wrong with what's wrong with that? It's so red. So just continue.
Yeah, let's just continue. And then let's
Close. So we'll close our input first.
yeah.
So that there will be no unnecessary writing to our input.
Yeah, you're right there. And then
Catch.
exception.
Ay, control. And maybe just e.get message. It will be okay. E.get message. We're going to print a warning here. Yes, that's true. Next is if ever we're gonna meet an error, just automatically exit it.
Yeah. So 0.
Let's see.
So I think that's it, Mer.
Yeah, so we'll run that and we will expect that we will have a test.txt output.
Okay.
Let's wait. We'll refresh to our there.
Oops.
There. So let's see if what it's inside our test.txt. If we have the same.
There.
Okay.
So
Now that we have our create test file, so I think we need that our Minesweeper would also read the input, right?
yeah, so I I guess we'll have to make another method
Yes.
that
Will ask our Minesweeper if the Minesweeper can create, I can read input rather.
so let's call it can read input.
So let's have sweep
ms dot read
input,
input.
and we want to pass a strings for the file name. So maybe it's just prepare for it. We can test that text. This is to prepare that we will not have any error and make sure that our file does exist. So
there.
wait. We have to instantiate first our Minesweeper again.
Minesweeper sweeper. There. Next
We have red.
Yeah,
this is the red part of our cycle, and Alt enter. So we have to create our red input, read input in our Minesweeper, and we want that.
Oops.
Yeah, that's true. And we want that to be the file name.
String file name.
So there. We can do that one by one task, but this is just the read input, not really important. So we just have to type it all. So another try catch.
Again. Try with some
exception E. And the same N and E dot get message. And system dot exit 0. So in our read input, we also are making our own grid. Not just that we are going to parse our input, but we are also making our grid here. So we need scanner, right?
And then it's scanner scan equals
New file reader. And of course, the file name of our file. So
file name. So as you can see, there's a red.
So and the legend will help us to that. Import. That's true. There.
So there's no red anymore. So let's continue, Mark.
So if we have a grid, we need to have our rows and columns so that we can plot ourselves.
Yes.
So I think we need some row there, as we have discussed in our input.
So we need row that
scan that next int. And we have a red, so meaning we don't have yet our row.
So
create field row. That's true. And we're true.
So delete this.
Yes. No, it's okay to have it private, I think. Yeah.
So
I'll just put it private.
And then next of course is the column, right?
Right. We need those rows and columns so that we will also have our dimensions for our grid. Scan that next int. So we have red again. We still don't have declare our column.
So let's make another field.
And Then next is we're going to make our grid. So our grid will be a two-dimensional array,
Yeah,
which has
and
the dimension of rows and columns.
let's make this characters
Uh,
car. I know.
row,
Row and then
column,
column.
and then we have a red. Why is that?
Again, so we'll make another field. Inner and then
So we will continue. We're going to parse every line below our dimension. So we have our
yeah,
scan that next line, I think.
yeah. So let's scan it and then
Some line.
line.
So while scan has next, so it continues to read.
So while this scan has next.
Line plus equals.
So
It's line plus equals. Scan that next. Scan that next. That next. So for that, so whenever we have already read our lines, we have to plot it to our grid already. So we need index.
yeah, so what we do with that? Index 0 and then for
So here we will have a nested for loop since this is a two-dimensional array
yeah,
where our first four is for the row and the second four is for the column.
nested row
I plus plus.
I plus plus. So let's make another part for
That is for the column.
int j less than 0.
J is less than column.
J is less than column.
So add J plus plus and also for our index plus plus.
Index plus plus.
Then
Another
just
one.
enter. And then the J's. Next is we're going to plot it. So we have our grid I, J.
Read I J
Is equal to line dot car at char at
yeah, car add and then index.
so for every character in our cell it will be plotted on our grid. So I think we're done.
Yeah,
So let's see to our Minesweeper.
Oh, right. Okay. So next is we're gonna make again some method, right?
Yes.
So what's gonna be our next test is
We will pass our we will read our test file.
yeah. So public void
Read test file.
test file.
So
Then so let's
go the
again. So let's state our observations later.
yeah.
Because there's something wrong, right?
Yes, that's true. So we'll pass our we have our input test, right? So maybe 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 you will wonder why they have just the same code with the red test file and they can read input.
Yeah. Why? Why, Mer?
Because in our read input, we're just making a method and we're just making sure of it that our test.text will be read. So
So as we observe, there is a
duplication, triplication, or whatever.
duplicate code. We
So
can
what
see
shall we do?
duplicate code. So what shall we do? So
Refactor.
yeah, refactor. There, factor,
Extract field
field,
and go.
set up.
So we don't need that
We don't
anymore.
need this anymore.
And the other one is our read input. We are also doubling it.
Yeah, so
And also we can delete
we
that.
can delete this.
that. So
Oh,
so it's also
yeah, the
double.
both of this so duplicate.
So refactor that
Factor
and
this.
method, and I will just call that read, simple read.
Make this read.
Yes. And there. So I think
So I
we
think
don't need this red test file anymore because it's double already. So we can just make that.
yeah.
So now that we can read and we have our test file, so I think we need to access our grid already, right?
Right. So
that's our Minesweeper. If it can get cell.
So let's make a method again. Name dot
Can get
cell.
So we can directly say ms dot get cell, and we want to pass our row and column information. So any integer will do. Cell 11 or whatever. There's a red.
Yeah. So what are we gonna do with the red? So
we don't have a method yet. Create the method in our Minesweeper, and there we want it
there
to
it
we
is.
want it to return a character.
Yeah, a character it is. So let's change it to car.
And there in arrow, maybe just arrow,
Oh, just a row.
because it will conflict to our some naming.
Call it is.
Yeah. And next,
So next is what are we gonna put in here?
Just go for it. So we are just asking if our so we will just put in a
Yeah,
return.
return 0.
So we'll just take that. So we have it already.
Yeah,
So
we don't have red anymore.
So let's see if our get cell is really good to it. So we will pass a true cell. So test again, test public void get cell at some coordinate. What should we call it?
Yeah, what?
Get cell at coordinate. It's row column, right? So
yeah, so what? At 0, 1? Like that?
maybe at 1 1. We'll just make it 1 1. Oh, it's ugly.
Yeah.
We'll just name that coordinate at some coordinate. So get cell at coordinate what?
Coordinate what?
Just that. It's okay.
Just this?
Yeah. It's okay. It's fine. So since we are asking to that if our get cell will really return, so we're gonna read our input. So read, remember for that, and we have our let's assert equals. So we are expecting for our 1 1 to be a dot. So sweeper dot get cell 1 1. We will compare if they have the same result. Let's see.
Ooh, yeah.
It's not sweeper. It's MS.
Yeah.
Why are we naming that paper? It's our test.
Yeah, so here, there's a red. So what we're gonna do, let's static import method.
And there. And then, so run.
Better run.
Oh, a red.
Oh, what happened?
So in Minesweeper, we're returning. You want to return it character, right?
Yeah.
So we have to access our grid. So return grid row column.
Return grid arrow.
Yes, a row and a col. So this will return the value of our cell. So let's see.
Oops.
There's a null pointer exception.
Yeah.
We're handling a two-dimensional array, right?
Yeah,
So
right.
instead of having a null pointer exception, we will make our own handler for it. So,
Yeah, so
we can
let's
return
make
something
extra, right? So
We can
it's
make
gonna be that you can make that
Any.
extra x,
Yes, that's true.
and then if
We have cases in here, special cases where the null pointer exception will point. So arrow is less than 0 or a call is less than 0, or arrow is greater than row minus 1, or a call is greater than column minus 1. So we'll return our extra. So let's see, return extra.
so there.
Run.
So let's run it.
Expecting it to be green.
Yes. So had a green.
So I think 1 is enough, or we need to have another example, assert equal. We'll just need another assert equal. So no, just so assert equals another cell, maybe 0 0, right? Since we're expecting it to be a mine.
0 0. Yes. Mine.
So another
MS. At 1 1.
0 0. We're expecting it to be, so run it. Run it. Green, I hope so. Okay.
Okay. So there, we're successful.
So we are now to visit our neighbors, right?
Yeah.
So our 1 1 is the best example for having an 8 neighbors, because it's the center of our 9-cell grid. So that's why we have used our 3 by 3 grid.
Yeah, and then so that one cell can surely have 8 neighbors, right?
So
we're gonna test the center cell.
So first, we will ask our Minesweeper test if it can get our northwest cell.
Yeah, so let's get the northwest cell.
So in this part, we're asking our MS if there is a method get north.
Get north. Oops,
So get northwest cell, and we need to pass our row and column information. So return any integer. So 1 1.
So 1 1.
So there's a red, and it means that we don't have the method yet.
Yeah, so we're gonna create it.
So we want it to be character, the same as our get cell. And by this we can actually we can do this another test, but to make it more to make it faster, we just have to arrow. We'll just do that.
Arrow.
Then
Next.
Why it's not automatic? Just do that. And maybe return something. Return 0. It's not automatic again. IntelliJ is not going IntelliJ. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll ask our can get northwest if if it's working correctly. So public void return northwest cell.
Just return, right?
Yes. So this is a true grid. So we're going to read our input. So we'll have our return read have a read something. Then assert equals. So we are expecting that the northwest of our 1 1 is a mine.
Yeah,
So mine. Then
mine,
compare with our ms.get northwest cell method. ms.get 1 1.
so let's run this.
Yes. There's an error.
Yeah, so click to see the difference. As you can see, the actual contains nothing.
So return nothing.
So as you can see, we had a return 0. So let's change this to
So
something else.
we can use our get cell method in here.
Yeah, that's
So in our northwest,
what? What are we going to do with the row and the column?
we have to subtract both by 1.
Yeah.
Because in our grid, we have to move 1 row and 1 column.
Yeah, right. So that's it. Oops. Ooh.
Okay, so
Is that it?
I think we're good. I hope so. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh.
Okay. So let's try if we will test if we will return our northwest cell of our 0 0. So we don't have an a. We are expecting an x in there
Yeah, so
because
so
our
X.
0 0 don't have any northwest cell.
Yeah.
Yes, I hope we will get a green there. So 0 0.
0 0. So run it.
Okay.
Ooh,
Good.
very good.
Very good. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. Really makes sense.
Next is northwest, and we have 7 more to go. So next is
Yeah,
north.
let's gonna make it fast. Still 7 left for the neighbors.
So the same, we're going to ask our minesweeper if
we can get
north cell.
yeah north cell. It is. Oops, can get north cell.
Actually, for the visiting of our neighbors, we are not following any order. You can do whatever you want, but just to avoid some confusions,
Yeah.
we arrange it clockwise. So 1 and we need to create a method and it's car
and then arrow and the call.
Call makes sense. It's a column. Oh, there, it's automatic.
It's automatic. So let's
The
run this.
Run
the book.
Okay, so we will test.
Again.
We don't need to refactor anything, right? So we'll
Right.
just continue if our return, our get north cell will return the north cell.
Yeah.
So what will go
Return north cell. So again, we'll have to read. Next, we'll have to assert.
So for our 1 1,
yeah, what's
we are expecting a dot.
So dot and then ms dot get north cell. Yep, at 1 1.
Run, baby, run. Run, devil, run. Oh, an
Oh,
error.
an error again. The actual shows nothing. So obviously it is.
Our return statement. So we got an error in there. So when we are facing our north, we have to subtract our row
Yeah, a row.
times
Since
1 in a column. Maybe some they will wonder why we are going to subtract a row.
yeah, so
Because we're just
we're in 1 1, right? And
yeah.
it's in the second row, so let's subtract 1. And the column is just the same.
So here, see.
That's our center
So
cell.
this is our 1 1. So
Yeah.
if we're going to get our north, we have to move 0 1.
Yeah,
We
so
have to
let's
subtract our
subtract the row. So yeah, that's it, I think. So let's run it. Oh,
we
no
can
error.
just copy that.
Yeah,
We'll copy our something there above.
yeah, and it's gonna be the north cell alone at 0 0. So what do we expect?
It's an X because there
It's
is
an
no
X.
neighbor.
Yeah, right. So run again, and ooh,
Cool. Next,
very cooler.
next is northeast. Oh, we still have a lot of neighbor to
Yeah, it's a
visit.
day, so let's make this fast. Public void, return what?
Can get. I think we have to
Yeah.
still ask our
Yeah.
minesweeper.
Yeah, can get what?
Northeast.
Northeast, and then let's have ms dot
Get
get
northeast at some rows of the column. Yeah, that's true. Oh, there's a red and maybe
red again,
method.
method again, and then car again.
You there watching our video, you will be used to this if we're going to have a TDD. This is the negative part of TDD. You have to do it again and again.
Yeah, so let's return 0. Next. Ooh. Green.
So we will return a really grid for it. So we have to read our input.
Public void. Return what? Northeast. South? Yeah. Oh, I haven't.
Oh, it's not just okay. It's just the same.
So again, we'll have to read.
Desert
equals.
We're
What are you
expecting
expecting?
our 1 1 will have a dot neighbor at northeast.
Yeah. So ms dot
northeast. Javier to the north, to the north, to the end. Run
this. Oh, error again. This is such boring error.
No, it's not. It's the first time we got that error.
Time.
So when we have our
What are we gonna
northeast,
do with the northeast?
we'll have our subtract 1 to our row, and for our call we have to add 1. We got this solution when we manually trace it
Yeah.
in our grid.
So let's run it.
Good.
Good.
So what if we have our 0?
Yeah.
So we are expecting our 0 for northeast, nothing to return x because there is no such northeast neighbor of 0 0. So today, okay.
You're right.
Next
So,
is east.
Yeah.
I think east.
Yeah. Next. Public void can get east, south.
we have to ask our Minesweeper if it contains the method. And it's the red, so obviously we don't have that method. Okay. We wanted car and blah blah and blah blah. Arrow and a call. Oops, oops, oops. And there. So we already have our method, so we're gonna
Ta-da!
test it.
Ta-da! Yeah. So let's gonna make another method that can return the east cell, right?
Yes, that's true. So this is a true return.
Assert again.
Oh, I started with double S. That's cool.
Oh, what's found on the east part is a dot, right?
Yes.
So ms dot. Oops. Return east. There. Gonna run it. Oops, we haven't put.
So pass any information for. Again. Oh, a very amazing error. You haven't tried that.
Yeah. It's again. It's blank. So we'd have to return.
For east, so we have a -1 and column -1. And joke. We'll stay for our row and our column +1.
That
A call +1. Your a call is different from a call above, so you use 0.
yeah. There. So let's run this.
Let's run that
Ta-da!
and insert again.
Agree. Where are we now? We already have four neighbors. So what we're gonna do next? Let's have
Southeast.
create a method that will get the south. Ooh, super long. Can get southeast cell, right?
Yes.
And then we'll have ms dot get southeast cell 1 1.
There's a red. There's a red.
Ooh,
Alarm. Alarm. There's a red.
create method. It's gonna be fine.
Are you not getting used to it, Chi? You're making that all over the code period.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, you're cool again.
And then we're gonna run this and
So
ta-da!
let's ask again if we
Green
got
again.
to pass a true grid.
Always have to make several test cases.
Yes,
So,
that's what TDD is, and it
yeah.
there is no certain standards, just rules that red, green, refactor, something.
Yeah, right. So
Depends upon how you approach the problem.
yeah, absolutely. So let's gonna read this. Choose
Assert.
again.
We're really asserting something.
Asserting everything. What are we expecting in the
A
southeast?
dot.
A dot, right? A dot. So ms dot get southeast. There. So let's run again.
Oops, you don't have a row and column.
Again, yeah, it's gonna be 1 1.
So what if we're gonna have the assert at 0?
Oh, new error.
There's no new error.
So as you can see, it's return 0. So it's
In our
wrong.
southeast, we have do +1 or a row and +1 for our a call. That is again based on our manual tracing of our grid.
Yup.
What's that? You have a projector?
So
Oops.
let's run this, and
Excuse us.
finally we had a green.
Next is, I think one assert is already good, so we'll have it It's already good. So we'll proceed to our
Okay.
next neighbor.
It's okay that we add.
Okay.
Okay, so
What's going on?
so let's have an assert again at what?
At 0, 0, we are expecting, what's that? Southeast? The dot? A dot.
Dot, yeah. So
Good.
absolutely good. It
South.
feels so good. So next,
We're happy to see a red, a green bar.
yeah,
So, ask again.
can get what? South, right?
South.
Oh, 3 more to go.
Oh, really?
We're done with the neighbors.
Really? You're minding how many neighbors we have already?
Yeah, so let's get the south cell.
Mhm. I get it.
Come on. So
It's red again.
let's do the
Rubber-dubbing car. And then a row. Can we just copy and paste that?
yeah,
It's so
but
tiresome.
yep. Ooh, nice. Let's have another test here. That
So we're gonna return really. We have to read our input.
public return, public void, return south, south. So, what's it gonna be?
Read.
Assert,
One more.
everything. It's gonna be dot, right?
Yes.
ms dot.
By the way, for that expected, maybe some will wonder why is like that. It depends upon our input.
Yeah. So right. So we show them the input, right?
Oh, gosh, fingers. Oh.
Oh, let's click to see the difference.
Oh,
And it's nothing.
It's the first time we've got that error.
Yeah, this is I don't know. So let's change this.
You know what? There are lots of nonsense comments there.
Yeah, nonsense comment. So let's gonna
So for our south cell, we just have to add one to our row.
yeah, and then we call what? A call is gonna be what?
Just do
The
nothing.
same, since it is located in the same column,
It's true.
and we'll run it.
Today.
Ta-da! Nice. So the final 2 neighbors. Test, and then again it's public void.
Southwest.
Then get southwest.
Ah. Oh, south.
South. ms dot. Oops. Get.
I'm sure it's red again. I know that already.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to ask, TDD is like just you're playing. It's a stupidity something. But
Oh.
the positive side in here is that you already make sure of that your method really exists. What you return is really what you want to return. So that's good with TDD. Although it's like, yeah, it's true. And we have to pass through something.
Okay, fine. So let's have a test again, and
I think we can just copy them. Make it more
easier for us.
to make it easier for us. So
So what
just
are we expecting in this?
so return south.
Southwest is gonna be an asterisk. It's gonna be a mine, right?
Right.
So let's run again, and
And
boom!
it's the first time I've got that error.
It's an asterisk. It's a dot. So obviously we have
Why is
something
that?
wrong, and I think it's in here. So let's get the cell. Let's get the cell where?
At southwest, we have to add one for our row and subtract one for our call. And I think we have something We have a reason for it why it's like that because we get ourselves. So
Ooh.
it's a mess. It's a mess.
It's a mess, we know. So there,
Okay.
finally, Mer, we only have one neighbor left. So it's gonna be at test, and then public void
And get West Cell. Our final neighbor.
Yes, finally.
It's the final countdown. I'm
Yeah.
getting full of this.
Yeah. It's okay, we're getting to the
Get south, I get west.
west, south, one, and ooh, red again.
I know that already.
Yeah, method again. Car. We'll change this to arrow. Change this to call.
Why are your O is always 0?
Yeah.
You're texting, you're texting.
Ooh.
What's the just click it there.
And you just hold it and then run. Run as fast as you can.
The test.
Oh, and then we'll make another test for this. So,
Just
what?
copy that there.
Yeah, let's return something. That will
So
return
get.
something.
We are expecting that from mine also. So just return
So,
west.
mine again. So, at 1 1. Run as fast as
So
you
now that we
can.
have it's an error.
Nothing. How can it be?
So
There.
row.
So
You better delete some of those all of those nonsense comment later. So
Yeah,
cell
so it's
arrow and call -1.
ooh, so I hope this will work. So
Cross fingers, cross fingers.
Yep.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Makes sense.
Retur, what's retur?
Yeah, it's just
So now that we can get our neighbors already, and we can also get our get cell. So what do we do next is we have to evaluate our neighbors, right? So
Breitmer, so what?
we will ask our Minesweeper if it can evaluate neighbor.
Yeah, so let's make another method called what? Called evaluate neighbors or
Can evaluate neighbors.
Oh, this will do. This is such an exciting.
So in this, we are going to count the mines, right?
Right. So
Oh wait, we still have to ask the Minesweeper
what?
if it has a evaluate neighbor.
Yeah, evaluate.
So
Evaluate neighbor.
evaluate.
Evaluate neighbor.
Okay.
Neighbor it is or neighbors?
Neighbor. It's okay. Neighbor.
At
1 1.
1 1 again and oops.
I know that already. It would be red and
Yeah,
then
Gonna be another
car. I know it's not car, but we want to return an int here.
yeah.
So this is a car and a row and then there return nothing, return 0. Then we'll test this first and okay, we don't have the red anymore, so we have to test. So we'll make cases.
Yeah. So let's make another test.
Maybe just put it count mines.
Can count or just count?
A public void return mine at evaluate neighbor. I don't know. We will return the count.
Return count.
Count of mines. Count of mines.
Just return mine. Is it okay?
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Ooh la la.
are we gonna put inside the return mine count?
So of course we need to have a count. Int count equals 0, and we have to read.
And then,
Read.
the read again.
So we have to individually ask
Make
each of the neighbor if it is a
Yeah.
mine.
So let's make an if statement. So what's it gonna be?
ms.getNorth with a
ms dot get north.
west south. So actually in this part we can do this individually. So but to make it faster, we just make it all at once.
Just happened, I didn't know what happened. It's so ugly. It's so ugly. I can't bear it.
So 1 1. In this part we are comparing if our
Yes.
right.
So we're gonna compare it with some line. And then this.
But this is mine, so we're gonna increment our count.
Count plus.
So I think you can just copy that.
Yeah, I know. So let's copy.
Make 7 copies. So again, we just remind people there. We can do that individually, but since we're getting out of time,
Yeah, we're taking too long already, so let's gonna make this fast.
north, northeast, east,
Just
east,
next is
southeast, south,
stupid. Stupid words. Next is
southwest. No, just don't enter it because it will.
next last is gonna be west, right?
Yes, and there is an error there.
There is.
So we're gonna assert that our count in our void return mine count will be equal to our ms dot evaluate neighbor.
So let's assert.
Yeah.
Assert.
No. Just assert equals assert equals count and sweeper that evaluate neighbors 1 neighbor. So let's see, we're expecting that to be an error.
Don't expect.
I expect that already. I know that. See,
Oh.
look at that.
The expected is 3 and the actual is 0.
Zero, so
what difference does it make?
So Minesweeper and there.
There.
So I think to make it faster, you just have to copy our if cases there,
Yeah. So to copy this.
and also in our Minesweeper we need to have a count. Paste it first. There, and then we have our count.
Yeah. I know. I just got.
Initialize our count. So we have a red, so meaning we haven't declared our count. So let's see, and there. So go back to
our red sign. And MS.
just delete this.
Oh yeah. Just
Delete, and instead of 1 1, we're going to return the row and column here. So row
Yeah.
and call, then just do the copy paste. Let's do the rabadabango. This rabadabango when you rab. Isn't it too tiresome, no?
Yeah.
It's better to just code it than test it later.
Then this
Return count.
Yeah, we'll have to return the count.
So that we can test if our Minesweeper and our test class has the same interpretation. And there.
Finally.
So now that we can evaluate if the neighbors of our cell. So we now ask if we'll have to make we will plot already our.
Yeah, so what do we do with that method? We can plot, right?
Yeah, so our dots will be solved already here with this part. So we will ask first if MS has a plot plot method. So there is none.
So what?
Oh, great. And then
What?
we want that our plot will return our final grade. So what is that final grade all about? That is already agreed. That will contains the mine and the number.
Number of mines that surrounded a specific cell.
That's true. So that's it. Enter that. Then next is meaning we already have our something, and next we have to test if that plot will really work. So let's do the rabadabango. Return same array. So read, and we have our expected. So so based on our input, we are expected. That is expected. Expected. So we have to return that this is our expected based on our manual check.
So we're gonna plot it.
No, our expected is this one.
So let's
make our own. So characters asterisk and 2 comma 2 and then 0. So the integers there, just copy the inside braces there. So the integers there will show that how many mines are there adjacent to it, the certain cell, right?
Right.
So next is we have our actual input. Since we will compare if our actual and expected will be the same. So car expected actually this is our expected, this is not result. So expected, and then this is our actual
result or
actual, just put it actual. So that would be our ms dot plot. So we're gonna assert array equals expected actual. So we are expecting that to return the same, that red static import. Okay, run. Okay, there's an error because they differ. So because we are not returning something here.
Yeah.
So for that we can return, so we are going to access our grid, right?
Yeah,
So
so let's
have our final grid.
let's make final grid. What's it gonna be?
No, not that
Oh
one.
no.
Equals new car. This grid is the same as our original grid.
Yeah, so it's gonna be same row and column, right?
Yes. Then you can copy the 4 there above. There's a 4 there above.
Let's copy the 4 because life is
It's getting so boring already. You guys watching there, yeah, I know it's boring, but just bear with us because we are also bored in doing this, maybe. So final grade, we haven't
created.
yes, so
Yeah.
that's it. And go back to there, there, there. Then so instead of we do not care this anymore. So this we have a case if grid if grid ij is equal to mine, you just put it there on our final grade. Then equal our ij equal dot, else if it is a dot, so we have to count the number of lines inside it. So else final grade will be final grade ij will be what's the
There's mix.
is equal to, so this time we are going to parse our count 9
Yeah, so we're gonna make a what?
car. This is a shortcut parsing of our into car. So evaluate neighbors ij is ij plus character 0.
That's it.
Don't forget the column. Add the semicolon.
Yep.
No, not yet. Then return final grade.
Yeah, right.
Return final grade.
There.
So, let's see. What's wrong? There's why is this? Oh, this is there.
Oh,
Typographical error.
finally.
And for our very final,
For our very final test case,
we have to create our, of course, our output, our output file.
We're gonna make an output file for this, right?
Yes, so we create output test file.
So let's make it a method that
And I think you just copied the above there.
what?
Inside, that's true. Just copy that. Okay, until that there. Just copy that. So public void create output test blah blah. Create output test file. Paste it. And then erase that. Change names. Output. And of course this one.
Yeah. We're gonna name it what?
output test, or just output. Then we will delete that.
Yeah, delete this.
We will access our, we will read
Just
our,
make this out to be easier.
yes. So read, this is a test to return, we will have to return our true. So car out, car final, just put it final, because we will have the same name.
Yeah, car final ms dot plot, right?
Mm-hmm. What's wrong? Final G, final. Let's put final G or something.
Final grid.
Final 4, just copy the 4 I did.
Where is it here?
Yeah, copy that. Then is that for out that length. Final grade that length. Final grade that length also. So write erase that if else, and we have to write our output to our out that write final grade ij. Grade ij. Then output that new line every after column, every after row. It's out.
Yeah, out. Sorry.
And then close it. So let's see.
So that's it.
Let's run that first.
Is this the last?
Yes. No, you refresh that.
This is.
Let's see. It's our expected output. So we'll see that. So of course in this we have two neighbors here, so meaning this dot will be 2. So let's see. So it's 2.
Yeah.
And this dot does not have any neighbor that contains a line, so 0.
0.
And so on and so forth. So
Wow.
that was a TDD.
Yeah. That was a TDD demonstration by Mer and Chi.
I hope guys you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's it. Thank
Have
you
a
for
good day
listening.
everyone.
Thank you for listening.
Bye bye.